Life Chloe Brown is about a woman of color who's into coding, and she has fibromyalgia that causes her to be in chronic pain, and she has headaches and confusion. So Chloe in the story, basically in the beginning of the story, she has like a near-death experience that causes her to rethink her life and what she has done in it. So she comes up with this list called the Get a Life list. And the first thing on her list is to move out. So she moves out of her family's mansion and she moves into an apartment. And the next thing on her list, enjoy a drunken night out, then ride a motorcycle, then go camping, then have meaningless but thoroughly enjoyable sex, travel the world with nothing but a luggage, and do something bad. So the story is basically about her trying to cross off all these things on her list so she has like a really interesting life. So Chloe ends up asking the superintendent at her building to help her to cross off some of the things on her list. So her superintendent is Redford Morgan, and at first when they meet, he seems a bit kind of like rough on the edges, and also when he meets her, his impression of her is kind of like, you know, a snobby person. So they both have like misconceptions of each other in the beginning of the book. So Red is her superintendent who happens to paint at night. During the day, really loves helping other people and making sure they're okay. So he meets Chloe, and one of the encounters in the book, Chloe is stuck on a tree trying to save a cat, and she needs some help getting down. So Red ends up helping her. So that is actually what causes them to really get to know each other. Chloe comes up with this idea of having Red help her cross off some of the things on her list. In exchange, Chloe helps Red design his website. Red decides to start an art website. So Red used to be in the art scene 2 years prior to when he met Chloe. So he basically lived in London and he was working as like a professional artist. And then he ends up meeting a girl who he starts to get into a toxic relationship with. Red ends up leaving London and he just wants his past to stay in the past. So let's talk about Chloe Brown. I really love Chloe Brown because she's just so cool. She's hilarious. She has like the best personality ever. I love that she loves teas, chocolates, cardigans with buttons, and she's really into vintage skirts. Chloe and Red are obviously drawn to one another. It is kind of like a slow burn, so in the beginning of the book they dislike each other. The more they hang out with each other, they realize that they're developing like feelings for one another. So another reason why I love Redford Morgan is because he loves his mom and he has a tattoo on his knuckle that says mom. I love how he really cares about other people. You'll see in the book that he really cares about Chloe. Like, if she's feeling unwell, he takes good care of her. I love the interactions between these two. They're so hilarious together. Like, when I'm reading scenes in this book, I'm just like, oh my gosh, these two are hilarious. The thing I really admired about this book is that it talks about a lot of important topics. It talks about illness, it talks about the importance of therapy, it talks about trauma, it talks about what it means to move on from the past. Both characters really grew as people. I love how they're both supportive of one another, how Chloe supports Red in his artwork and she really is like proud of him, and I really love how Red is so supportive of Chloe with her illness. I give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was such a fun read and I highly recommend you guys check it out. I love Talia Hibbert. She is my new favorite author. She has an amazing voice and I really love how she addresses really important things in this book. Thanks for watching and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!